Welcome back to Purify the Podcast, a space for entrepreneurs that's trying to figure it out. I'm your host, Mia, and on this podcast, we talk about aligning your work with your faith. Today, I have a guest here that I actually don't know personally, but he used to follow me a while ago and he unfollowed me. But I asked him to come be a part of the podcast. So tell us your name, your age, and where you're from.
That's funny. My name is Woods. I'm 33, born and raised in Houston, South Side, Southwest to be exact. And that unfollow was a total accident. Total.
Do you even remember my face?
Mm-mm.
This is just somebody new that you follow.
Right.
Okay.
So it was like, damn, like, I seen that unfollow. Oh, no, I think you probably liked the picture or old picture type shit. So, but it wasn't nothing personal. Like, I don't take Instagram personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
Yeah, like if I was to see you out in person or if you was to speak to me, like I'd speak. I wouldn't be like, oh, that's the girl I unfollowed, so I can't talk to her. Like I wouldn't do no shit like that.
Okay. So have you you say you from the south side. That's the only side of town you ever lived on?
See, in Cyprus, but that was for a little bit. I want to say like at least 4 years, but I ain't gonna be like I'm from Cyprus type shit.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that you're a designer, right?
Mhm.
And what else do you do? Tell us what you do.
So yeah, I design clothes from pretty much anything custom made. Like this jacket here, this the one we just dropped. I want to say the beginning of February. So this is the red flowers. As well though, the main business or the business I've been doing for 10 years now. We just reached 10 years this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So what that business consists of is mobile detailing, carpet clean, couch clean, power washing. It's pretty much like a mostly mobile business. Excuse me. And yeah, we've been doing that for 10 years and it's been amazing.
Okay, I do remember seeing you do that a while ago. How long have you been designing clothes now?
Designing clothes, I would say at least like 2 years since 2023.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of fresh. But I was doing t-shirts like off and on. I want to say for like 6 years. Just kind of like doing shit for like me and the homies. But yeah, start taking it serious.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, well, I know you know this already because you won't stop talking about it, but you know that I have a relationship with God.
Right.
And I talk about God and everything.
Right, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. But okay, so I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about me.
Right.
So I actually found God after I got my heart broken.
Okay.
But I didn't grow up in the church. I think I had an encounter with God January 2023. So everything that I talk about, everything that I know, like this is all just recent.
Oh, this
Pretty
fresh.
much.
Oh,
This is
damn.
fresh. Like this is.
So what was you before you knew God?
I mean, I used to pray in Jesus' name, right? But I never seen nobody in my family pray for real. Like I tell everybody, I only need 2 hands to tell you how many times we've been to church. Like, so everything that I'm on right now, like this is all recent. Like, so
Okay.
the people that know me, they know like something must have happened because you not the same person no more.
Right. So what type of person were you before you met God?
Oh, I used to be outside.
Okay. So you used to be like a real like were you like good spirit? Did you have like good morals? But you was like from the north side, but it's no disrespect to the north, but the north is like a little different. So like
It is definitely different.
yeah, like as far as like not to say like basically like women of class. It's gonna be women of class on the north side, but I feel like south side will hold that weight a little more. But you got it now. It seems like you got it now, but so like you'll be part of that. You know what I'm saying, woman of class now. But I'm just asking, like, cause you say you didn't have God, you was outside, like it was. Like
I like that you ask me questions.
Goes type shit.
I like that you ask me questions. I always been like my personality, the way I am, I always been like that, but I wasn't always aware. I was naive. I was gullible.
Okay.
So now I
was
can
green.
see what's yes.
Okay.
For the most part, yes.
Okay.
And I didn't used to always be outside. I didn't start going outside to like maybe like 2020 and then or like 2019 till like I got tired of it in like 2022.
Okay.
But I used to like my mama used to have us stay in the house. Like we didn't really do nothing as kids
What about your
anyway.
pops?
I was adopted. My
Uh,
daddy adopted me. So I grew up with my mama and my daddy that adopted me. And my
so
mama
you adopted
was
by both parents?
no.
Not because
So my
I
mama
was it kind of
married my daddy,
your mama married your daddy, right?
and then my daddy adopted me, and then I got his last name. So
So
my
that was your
mama is my
stepdaddy.
biological mama. You can say my stepdaddy, but I don't call him my stepdaddy.
No, if he raised you, I get what you. But like the name for it, he the stepdad.
Basically,
But
yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah.
But you're not adopted if you still you live with your mama.
But he adopted me. My last name is
But
his last
that's not
name.
adoption. If you're still with your mama.
I was still adopted though. Like on paper, I'm adopted.
No, I'm not talking about on paper because that's where you get confused, motherfuckers. Like motherfucker just picked you up, and then it's like, well, how was it? Like, did they
I'm,
pick you out of three? Was it the
but
eyes?
I'm telling
Like,
you the truth though. But I get what
no,
you're
but that's
saying.
not technically adoption. Like, I damn near probably went through that same process though, if that was the case. But I don't say I'm adopted. Like, pretty much my stepdad raised me since I was one.
Okay, but
So,
I was adopted though.
but time out, your mom was still there. If your mama's there, you're not adopted. Excuse me, adopted. I can't even say adopted because it just sound crazy. But if your mama was there with you since birth till you got old, and she was just with another husband, and yes, that man raised you, I don't feel like adoption is when no blood is around. You don't got no blood. You know how many people like daddy or stepmama? I wouldn't more so it's mostly stepdaddies, but stepdaddies raise them type shit. I don't think them niggas screaming they adoption. They adopted.
But they wasn't adopted, and I was. But I
Hey, but
understand where you going
if
with
you
this.
stand on that, hey, adoption, like
Okay, I forgot your question now because you're trying to tell me I wasn't adopted.
yeah, because I don't think so.
Okay, I forgot your question though. I was
Oh,
talking about, I
oh,
was trying
like
to tell you that
yeah,
I
before
didn't grow
God,
up in the church.
right? You didn't grow up in the church.
So everything that I talk about now and everything that I do now is recent. I've went through like a whole completely different change.
Gotcha.
But I ask everybody who come on here, like, do you have a relationship with God, and like, what's your background as far as the church goes?
Gotcha. Yeah, for the most part, I've always had a relationship with God, or organic one as well. Like I would say, like, cause like my people heavy in church. Like my granny and granddaddy, like still to this day. My mom and uncle sung in the church. Like all on my mama's side though. Um, so yeah, I've been going to church since a kid. Like I probably really stopped going. We went from as a kid, probably all the way up until like maybe high school. Probably not even then. Like me personally, like ninth, 10th grade, going consistently.
So what made you stop going?
My mom and daddy. I think yeah, and sports. We was playing basketball a lot on the like Sundays and shit. So
What
I didn't
you
mean to say shit, but yeah.
you said your mom and daddy. What your mama and daddy? You said I said
I think we stopped going, yeah, because we went to a few churches, and even my granny and granddaddy started a church at one time,
mm,
and so I think probably just like not in a bad way, but just like I don't know, maybe just needed a break in a sense. But
yeah.
it ain't like we stopped praying or like we wasn't like heavily spirit or like having faith and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember one time, what was this? Um, I want to say I was in middle school, probably like sixth, fifth grade type shit. And that Mary Mary song came out. I want to say Never Give Up or something like that. And my daddy set me down, like, listen to this type deal. Nah, because they were just talking about real stuff versus, like, what we was probably listening to, like, Lil Jon and stuff like that. So, nah, like, we've been raised in the church. So, yeah, been having a relationship for quite a while now. And it's been going great.
What kind of church did you grow up in?
Baptist, of course.
It's always Baptist.
Baptist, for sure.
It's always
Well, the
Baptist.
best choir, like, the
So
message, deacons, the usher board. Like that's part of all that. That's how long I was in church. I was an usher. I sang in the choir.
so you know how to sing.
Played the drums. I can harmonize. I can harmonize for sure.
Okay, I got you. Have you ever gotten to a point where you feel like you heard God speak to you? Like had a personal encounter with God?
For sure.
Do you mind talking about it?
I
One
can't
of
I
them.
can't really like think because like my life for the most part has always been like constant. It's never been like like I'm not trying to be funny, but Lord, get me out of this. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I always made like smart moves. Like I wasn't like wild. Like I'd be like I would if most best as far as like being bad was like class clown type shit. Like but so it was just like I don't never like I don't know if anything just like having faith through situations like through typical life situations because it's never gonna be peaches and cream. So I think through like especially like if we're talking about entrepreneurship, I would say it probably happen most when we just have like downtime or we have slow time because as every entrepreneur we want to be busy, we want to be booked up, but it's just during those downtimes as far as like of course like he's either giving you a break or he wants you to maybe adjust this, do this. So I just cause like from being year 1 to year 10, like your mind starts to evolve differently. So like I said, in those slow days early, it's like I don't want to be slow, but versus now and longevity and stuff like that, money saved. Like when you do have those slow days, it's a blessing to do other things and stuff of that nature. So, but I never had like a crazy turning point, if that's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna just tell you. I'm gonna tell you when I first realized God was talking to me.
Okay.
So like I said, I had a heartbreak. Had a heartbreak, then I ended up going through another breakup.
Okay.
And then I just felt like I couldn't talk to nobody about it because it was kind of like I saw myself do the same thing that I had just did.
Right.
So I didn't feel comfortable talking to nobody. I feel like all I had was to talk to God and like write, So I was by myself, literally just in my house, just me, just thinking all day long, trying to figure out where did I go wrong. And I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I just heard go to church. Like me being somebody who didn't grow up going to church.
Right.
I heard go to church. But it was like so strong, like so loud where I got up out my chair to go find something to wear to church. And I
Damn.
had text my friend, I was like, do you still go to Fallbrook? Because I just heard something tell me to go to church. And I said, I don't know what it was, but
Right.
I feel like I need to listen to it.
Right.
So I'm already at this point where I'm literally just praying every day, but only because I feel like I have nobody else to talk to. So I was
Gotcha.
like, God, something just told me to go to church, but I don't know what it was.
Right.
But I'm going to just go. I woke up the next morning and I was like, okay, I don't feel like going, but I'm praying about it. Like praying while I'm getting dressed, praying when I leave the house,
Right.
praying on the way, praying when I got there,
Especially
especially
if it's a new
because,
experience.
well, mainly because I didn't know what other church to go to. And Fallbrook was not, the times that I have been to Fallbrook, I didn't like it.
Oh, so
So
you've
I
been
was
previously.
expecting, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was expecting for me to not get anything out of it.
Gotcha.
But when I went there, I was like, okay, I didn't get nothing out of this.
Okay.
So I ended up praying about it, like praying when I left, saying I didn't think that I got anything out of this. And then I'm in the kitchen again, maybe like a week or two later, and I got a revelation. When I get a revelation, it's like a light bulb go off in my head.
Right.
And I was like, wait, I did get something in church. The pastor said, God does not disappoint, only man disappoints. But I had been praying every day saying, God, I'm just so disappointed. I'm just so disappointed.
Right.
And that was when I realized, okay, God is talking to me. Like he's actually answering my prayers.
Oh, that's deep.
But
That's a
uh,
blessing.
so do you go to church now? Do you ever go?
No, for sure, for sure. Now I go to the Rock. The Rock is located by Hobby Airport off 45 and Broadway.
Okay.
Dr. Dana Carson is the pastor.
Okay.
We have a great choir. along with him being the pastor, great message. Nah, this is all truth. I just sound like this. And on top of it, we have an amazing kitchen.
Okay.
Amazing kitchen.
You
It
sound
ain't
like
free.
you
It ain't
promoting.
free. Nah, yeah, facts, facts. I gotta see what their Instagram is, but we just opened up a restaurant as well. But the cafeteria been jumping for about 3 4 years now.
Okay. How often
Amazing.
do you go?
Uh,
You look like you not about to tell the truth.
nah, I'm trying to think. I always tell the truth, especially if we talking about church. I want to say like at least 3 times a year. It should be more often. I used to go like every other month, like last year or the year before last. But I did take my whole family to church for Father's Day. Everybody loved it.
That's I think that's how we used to go to church. Maybe like Easter only.
Okay, okay. You just said earlier y'all ain't go to church though.
No, I said I only need these two hands to tell you how many times
Okay,
I've
you
been to
did say that. You
church.
did say
Yes,
that. I give
yes.
you
See,
that. I give you that.
see
I don't know if God will approve of the skulls you wearing today though.
the what?
The skulls, the spikes. I don't know if Shoulder came with spikes. I don't know if they approve of that, but hey. You know, kids in fashion these days.
Yeah, I don't think God told me to take them off. So
I'm messing with you.
okay, so tell me how you started. How did you start doing your detailing and stuff? How did you get into that?
So I was power washing since like 13 with my uncle.
Hmm.
He had a construction business. Um, I want to say up until like 22, I worked for this company where I carpet clean, and at that point, I learned a lot, and it was like, I don't know, you can do the shit yourself in a sense. So they let me go. I got unemployment, and I started it from there.
What? Why did they let you go?
The boss was talking to me crazy. No, no, no cap.
And you did.
I just was like, you ain't finna talk to me crazy. Like it wasn't. It wasn't even like it. It kind of. It was a big scene, but it wasn't a big scene because I don't do a lot of yelling.
Hmm.
And he was just like, you fired. So we was already like back and forth. So once he did that, I was already working there for probably like a year and a half. So that was my revelation. If we talking about revelation, so I was already had like I had clients on the side and stuff like that as far as
Hmm.
carpet cleaning, and then like I said, I was power washing already. So I just felt like I could do it at that point. And for like me to get that advance as far as unemployment, like, because when you start off a business, like, of course everybody know like every day ain't jumping, so
Yeah.
they gave me time to really, press through and figure stuff out. The first 6 months, I think that's how long unemployment was, like the first 6 months to a year.
Did you enjoy it though? Like when you first started doing it, was it something that you actually enjoyed doing?
I always enjoyed it.
That's good. Did you have anybody besides your uncle that was like having their own business that you could learn from or like look up to or ask questions if you needed?
For sure. My ex at the time when I first started, so I was mainly like my first couple years power washing was what I was mainly doing because again I was doing this as a kid. I carpet clean every now and then because I like had to rent a machine because at that point you want to build up and I wasn't like I didn't have a lot of carpet cleaning clientele so it didn't really make sense. So in that time I was trying to fill in like something that I like to do, but something that was a little more consistent, but I'll still be able to do all of them. And yeah, going back to my ex at the time, her cousin, and I met him like at a family cookout or some shit as well. Um, he was detailing, so like we got cool, like you just like two players like fuck with each other and shit. So, we'll follow each other on Instagram, and he did detailing, was going crazy, and I was just like reached out on some real shit, like I love what you doing, like you know what I'm saying, like, cause if I admire the shit, like, and I fuck with it, like I'm the type, like, especially if you're in my city, though, if you was out of town, like I just pick the game up and like this what I'm finna do with it, but like just having that dynamic and respect, I was like, hey, would you mind if I like detailed as well? I love what you doing. I just feel like, and he was like, yeah, he was just a real nigga from the get go, and that's pretty much what inspired the detailing, and that's what we do majority of as well. So
So y'all still do it together?
We never did it together. He was just doing it on his own for about. He been detailing since a young nigga, so probably right now I want to say probably he probably like 30 years in the game. So he been doing it, but like it was just the fact like if I come out of nowhere and didn't ask him, it was like damn, like you damn sure wouldn't have detail in your plans before. So
Mm.
it's like if I had an interaction, it's like me if I see you doing podcast type shit and I just pop up with a podcast type shit, it's gonna be like damn, that shit kind of weird, but go blessings. Versus like you know what I'm saying, like hey, I
That's
seen what you
funny.
doing, like I like to, and then it make it easier on yourself. You know what I'm saying. Versus like, especially if you see somebody doing it, like you can save a whole lot of headaches and shit like that. Like you asked, like was it somebody that showed me or like was doing it before me? So like, and now like we be so cool. Like he'll ask me for advice and like vice versa. Like we damn near inspire each other. But nah, that's he definitely you know what I'm saying one of the persons that like really helped me turn it up. Like for sure, for sure.
That's good. I never heard nobody say nothing like that. You asked him if he mind if you start detailing.
Yeah, cause we was like, yeah, we was cool. So like that's just or you just I feel. And it's no slug to like how anybody else process they shit or do they shit or just want to run with shit. But I feel if we in a circle or like if I fuck with you and I actually seen you do it, like it wasn't like I didn't see you do it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's clear as day I seen you do it and
Hmm.
didn't have no point intended until I seen you doing it.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I get you.
right,
I get you.
I was gonna ask you what did you think, but I was just like, yeah, out of respect, and I still fuck with you, and like it's like he was already saluting me on my other business, like power washing and shit like that. So it's that type of dynamic. So why be a weirdo and make you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, like and it's that easy. Like I
Yeah.
said, it saved me a lot of time on a lot of shit.
Yeah. I get it.
So
Did you ever go back to working at all,
mm,
like working a job?
mm,
So after you got fired, you
mm.
said at 22.
Cause how I'm 33 now, so yeah. So 20, 22, 23 type shit. Yeah. Never.
That's so good. But did you have anybody else in your family, like any other entrepreneurs?
And that wasn't like he my uncle, the one that helped me with power washing.
Hmm.
But he damn near not my uncle for real. But he my auntie baby daddy. But he was always like a good spirited cool nigga though. He wasn't on that type of shit. Like even though my auntie ain't about shit. But um he a G though. So what was the question before that? I forgot.
It's so funny because you I just feel like people from Houston, like if I didn't ask you where you was from, I would already know just by the way you talk.
You think so?
I asked if you had any other entrepreneurs in your family.
Oh, yeah, true, true, true. Oh, hell, no. Not like a consistent run. Probably somebody did it for a spurt, but like,
Hmm. Yeah. So how does your family like look at you now, or like do you get does your family ever tell you like that they proud of you or they
mm,
like what you're doing and stuff
mm,
like that? Do
for
you feel
sure.
like do you feel like it was ever a point where you didn't have support doing what you was doing?
Not really. Of course, everybody gonna be like questionable when shit at first. Like you gotta see that shit go through, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was like hell no. Especially once shit got rolling. Or oh, you still doing that? It's year two, like year three, like no. So no, I don't think it was like no crazy. You couldn't do it and no shit like that. And then at the end of the day too, like we can never just solely look at our families and friends. You know what I'm saying? For like maybe for a reference or shit like that, but like just to shop or like spend your money with me, like how we get money, how like most billionaires or people in general, millionaires, thousandaires, like entrepreneurs in general, is people that we don't know. So like a lot of shit I don't take personal. Like I come off, yeah, certain a lot of people say like I'm very nonchalant, which I am in a sense. Like if it's not like messing up no money or doing me no harm, like I literally could care less.
Yeah, that's good though. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I have struggled with. Well, you know what? I don't think I'll be worried about my family for real, but I do worry about my mama. But only because my mama has always been like the loudest voice in my ear. The It's like I have wanted to make my mama proud, but
Mm-hmm.
like not saying that I don't make her proud, but I want to make her proud doing what I want to do, not what she want me to do.
Got
So
you. Got you.
I do care about what my mama think, but I don't think that I care like about what
And
my
she
family
don't.
think.
She don't like. So she's not proud. So excuse me. So she's not proud of you right now.
I don't hear my mama say I'm proud of you, but I don't know. I've never really heard I'm proud of you for real. Like now that I'm doing some different stuff in life, it's actually kind of hard because people on social media be like, "I'm proud of you," and
Right.
I'll be like, "What am I supposed to say to this? Do I say thank you?" Like,
What you mean? Do you say thank you?
I'm like, how do you respond to somebody
It's
saying
probably
I'm proud
because,
of you?
but is it possibly because like you haven't had it at home as far as like the I'm proud of you. So like
For
when a
sure.
stranger be like, hey, like I see you doing great work.
For sure. But now that I hear it more often, I see how important it is.
For
So
sure.
I try to, tell other people too.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know, like I think that because I didn't hear it, like I'll be doing stuff and people will say I'm proud of you,
Right.
and I'm thinking that it's not really nothing. Like I'm not I'm just like, okay, on to the next thing. Like I don't clap for myself because I'm not used to somebody saying I'm proud of you. But I'm glad that you said
That's
that.
internal. That's deep and it's internal though.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause
But
that'll help with everything else probably in the future that you might be going through spiritually. Like especially if you're doing good and you don't know how to like accept it, that could be challenging.
yeah, but I'm working on myself every day, and that's why I'm talking to people like you, or just talking to people. I listen to a lot of podcasts myself,
Hmm.
listen to a lot of sermons. Like I'm always trying to work on me, and I think sometimes I'll be trying to work on me. I ain't gonna say work on me too much, but I'm not gracious with myself.
Right,
Like,
right, right. No, facts. I was thinking that.
yeah,
Right, for sure. Especially if you know what I'm saying, you got it this far. Like, you can tell you got your shit together. Like, I don't know you that long, but, like, you could somewhat tell, so I don't see why. And you have a son.
yeah,
And so, yeah, so you ain't stranded, right?
I ain't stranded.
Okay. Yeah, like, what you do outside the podcast?
Um, I mean, I work on social media. I'm a social media manager
Okay.
for a church and a roofing company,
Okay.
and then brand deals and stuff like that.
Well, that's what's up.
That's really it.
She should,
Besides,
she should definitely be proud. You self-made.
I think it's just I don't know. Like my people don't really. It's not really no entrepreneurs in my family for real. I do have one aunt that is she always been an entrepreneur, but I ain't gonna say she's done do stuff right all the time.
Right, right, that type
So
shit. Yeah.
yeah,
No, I probably got people like that, so I wouldn't count that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And then
nobody
too
really.
though, it's like when you climbing certain tiers, like everybody not gonna get it.
Yeah,
I tell my people that all the time. When you start elevating and stuff like that, like they're probably damn to be more proud. Like I don't know, but like certain people, like when you just like cool surface, is like oh that's what's up. But like you just start doing shit or shit they possibly couldn't do or fathom for themselves or fathom you doing. Like I don't know. I just feel like that's for them to handle
yeah,
in a sense, like a spiritual battle.
yeah,
But just noticing that and just giving yourself grace and just being thankful for sure.
for sure. So you said in the beginning when you started that you had to like rent stuff. What other kind of struggles did you go through, like getting your business started up?
Renting wasn't a bad thing though, because it was just like get it if it's needed. I don't see it buying a $2,000 equipment if I'm possibly use it one, 2 times a month in my
Mhm.
early stages type shit. So like once I start renting, and I make my money every time I rent it, so that wasn't a problem. But like once I had more jobs of it, that's when it was like, okay, go ahead and buy the equipment.
Mhm.
But I would say the probably the most struggle was just like finding the right van, because of course a nigga was gonna cash out brand new at first, and then yeah, just having maintenance on the van, always having to get it fixed type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably it. But that's typical. You learn through it. You stack your shit, buy something new. Now my van now don't give me no troubles. It
Yeah.
probably I had probably had that one for maybe 2 3 years and rarely goes to the mechanic. Maybe an oil change,
Yeah.
some slight tires change.
So anything for your business? I mean, what all do you have to use for your business? Just like the equipment. That's it.
Just equipment and chemicals. That's it.
Okay. I was gonna ask if you ever use like, cause I talk to people sometimes and they say like use other people's money, but it
Hmm.
don't sound like you really needed to. Or am I wrong?
I probably had like a few like loan deals, or like at first it was looked at as investments, but I
Mhm.
wouldn't say it was investment. Like more so like loans. But that didn't like so like no in a sense, because it wasn't like here you go 80,000. We gonna have like this long terminology of paying this back. You know what I'm saying? So and then the 80,000 didn't put me like 8 times further type shit. So in
Yeah,
other
it
words,
wasn't like that.
yeah, probably had like small loan deals, thinking it was gonna expand, or people wanted like a quick turnaround. So but no knock to them, because some people I'm cool with. Like if we did like do like money deals and shit like that. So like I said, ultimately it was pretty much a loan in a sense. So you know what I'm saying, I'm fortunate for it. But just kind of knowing what business was, especially when it's your first time. It's
Yeah.
kind of like going through fatherhood. Like if it's your first time being a dad, like certain shit, like you'll grasp it, but like you won't know the true like meaning until you in that situation. So that's kind of like a lot of that was. But yeah, pretty much all money in.
Yeah.
But it comes to a point as well. You have to be smart and just use other people's money when it comes to the bank, having your credit A1, stuff of that nature. So you can really win. And you don't need nobody, what I'm saying, to do a deal or personally like, hey, can you invest in this? Because if your credit right, like, I mean, that's what other people do. The smart people do. So it's only right that we do that as well.
Yeah. So you have a team now, right? You have a team that
Yes.
works with you.
Yes.
How did you get to the point where you was like, okay, I need a team? Cause the reason why I ask is because I have always done everything by myself, and I do everything by myself right now. But now I'm like, I can't do it all by myself no more. I gotta get some help. So how did you get to a point where you said I need help?
Nah, yeah, that's a cycle. I would say that's probably one of the headaches. Sometimes I feel like people can move too fast with having help, because you need solid help, you need solid training.
Hmm.
Um, Even though to us, excuse me, the people doing it seems like it's easy, to everybody it's not that easy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I went through employees, my younger brothers when they were younger, you know. But now that like some of my younger brothers that worked with me back then, they're much older and wiser and stuff like that, so it's a different dynamic. But just a lot of people differently that wasn't part of the family. Um, yeah, it's just like no, and no disrespect to nobody, like, cause some people I'm cool with, but like to put it in entrepreneurs, like I don't know, it's like a tryout, like, and just some people may be in the way in a sense,
Yeah.
or you can do more with just this. Like looking at yourself, of course, of the business, you the superstar, you the coach, you know how to, what I'm saying, you the LeBron of the team type deal. And you would love to have, instead of just having, what I'm saying, like, what I'm saying, the 12th man, what I'm saying, as your two man, you would like to have a Luca as your two man. Or even something like, nah, I'm just putting it in terms like production wise, because work at the end of the day, when it comes to hiring, we're talking about performance. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying, results, consistency, stuff of that nature. I'm just putting it in sports terms. But we're looking for that. And so if we're not getting that, and as an entrepreneur, every dollar we getting as is tough. Or, you know what I'm saying, we definitely have to strive and hustle for it. So why just fuck it off? Because if that's the case, you could have did most of the work, say the drama, say the bullshit. Because you fuck around, look up, and you try the person as far as like how many days they worked or like the trial error, or you know what I'm saying, and that shit didn't last, and it'd be like, motherfucker, this is X amount of dollars. Like, yeah, you did some work, but like, nigga, that could have been all me.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that answered the question, but I would say that would be my only. That's probably been the worst thing as an entrepreneur, because you look back on it and like, cause like last year, since last year, yeah, we predominantly been too deep, like a rotation of too deep. My other brother just came back in like mid year, but for the most part, too deep. When we probably used to be like 3-4 deep. So yeah, but too deep, you'll think we like, yeah, like running shit.
Yeah.
Less is more, like they say. Unless you have a corporation, you Coca Cola, you need to run in the Coca Cola factory. Yeah, it's time to hire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but if you're doing shit of this nature where you're hands on, I mean, why not keep all the money until you blow up? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course,
Yeah.
by the grace of God, we're gonna pray this podcast blows up. In Jesus' name, we pray. But listen,
Amen.
amen. But listen, so like that's, you know, that's when you start to scale up. Only if it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing wrong with internees as well, because you want to fully make sure a lot of people love it. Some people just want to like you make it look easy, and I had to find that out hard because I'm like, bro, you could do this shit, but it's like you want people to like I want to use the right word. I can't really think of it, but like really go through the process of like what you doing, like versus like I don't know, like you just putting them on type of shit.
Yeah.
So when like I said, the fall happened versus like, cause I seen somebody, he owns a car wrap business, and he had an internee for a minute, like, and I just see why, cause people come in and out, you know, want to start their own stuff, and it be like, damn, cause the white people that make you sign an NDA, or not an NDA, but like in major businesses and corporations, they'll say like if you get fired or let go, like you can't start nothing in this field, like. You know, like it's up to you to do what you do, but shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You just want to make sure like you have the right people around that really like dedicated. So when you do bless them and show them love and pay raises, you be like, nah, this motherfucker intern, she did this, like she really climbed the ladder versus like I just said fuck it, $100 an hour, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm a look into trying to get some interns. I have tried, like, I tried to get somebody to help me with editing. It's because I have to make content for brands, some stuff that I don't have to post online. I just have to do it on Amazon. And then, like, my page, I have to post so people can know that I have a podcast. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
for
Like,
sure.
I got to post that stuff. Then I got to edit the podcast episodes and then edit the clips for the podcast episodes.
Right.
So I tried to get somebody to help me with that. But he took like 2 weeks to actually do. He did 2 episodes. It was 10 videos. It took like 2 weeks. I was like, could have did that by myself. So
So
I
it's
feel
like
you.
unless you find somebody and that's worth a pay, or like you know what I'm saying, hey, like I just want to see how your work is starting out, like, and you see the the quality and the turnaround is amazing. Okay, it makes some shit makes sense,
Yeah.
but even still like a trial period, because as you know, people could show like a great side, or you don't know what people going through. People just probably need to show you the best week of their life, because that's how long the paycheck is till they get paid, and then just straight show you straight bullshit.
Yeah. You right.
Straight bull. They gonna show out. They doing 360s. They shooting behind the back. I'm talking about so those niggas get paid like motherfuckers can barely dribble.
Yeah.
So
I feel you. You didn't answer my question though.
I think I did.
You did say
I think I
that
did.
getting help was a hard part, but I said how did you get to the point where you needed help, like where you was like, okay, I need some help.
I think we're just getting busy overall. But if I look back on it, like, I don't think I needed help. I just didn't know how to scale it because it was just like coming fast
Hmm.
at the time. So
You said
you gotta post this
that
thing.
you started. You used to make T-shirts for you and your boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to know how you actually got into designing. What made you say, "Okay, I'm about to start designing clothes"?
I said when I'm 40, what is niggas gonna be wearing?
That's what you asked yourself for real.
Yeah,
I
it's real
believe
shit.
you.
It's real shit.
I believe you.
Like I can't look like I want to be a fly nigga, but like I can't look like a young nigga. Or like no knock to nobody, but like I just wanted to step outside the box a little bit. Like it's people that kind of do what I do for sure, but like mostly it's sweatsuits, it's you know what I'm saying, t-shirts. Like what I do is more so like um magazines, press,
Hmm.
award shows, fashion shows, like, and then I don't know. Typically, I don't have nothing crazy. Like I ain't gonna have no like Willow Smith that had the church box in his head and no shit like that. But like shit like this, like yeah, you could just walk around the mall and like you know what I'm saying, women that gravitate to you or like motherfuckers be like, what you do, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, that's what pretty much started that. It was just like, what is we gonna do when we 40? Because it's like already motherfuckers not dressing like according to their age and growing. It's just like it's just young shit.
You are hilarious. I
So
just
then
want
we
you to
gonna
know
get
that.
into suits. We gonna get into you know what I'm saying, certain shit as we grow and get old.
Hmm.
Baby clothes, dad bags. We have duffel bags. You know,
It's nice. Look, it's good quality.
great quality. Snakeskin at that. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what are you doing right now to like get your what do I call it? Like clothing line? What do I
Yeah,
say?
yeah, it's like clothing line.
What are you doing
Fashion
to get your
brand.
clothing line out there
Um,
for the people who might want to design clothes?
uh, she got niggas giving up sauce. But it ain't really giving up sauce. I used to be a nigga. I can't lie. I can't lie. I talk to my brother about this all the time. I used to be a nigga that say, um, no stylist, no stylist. I don't need no stylist, which I didn't. But in the business and the realm I'm in, nah, I need my stylist.
Mm.
And what stylists mostly do now for people that may be unfamiliar, like they dress in most of the athletes and excuse me, the athletes, the entertainers, the rappers and stuff of that nature. So they pretty much go through different brands and pick, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if they come across your shit, like, hey, Omarion's going on tour, like, which that was a real DM for me though. But yeah, hey, Omarion's going on tour. Can you send me an email? So he'll like to pull some pieces. So stuff
That's
like that.
good.
But if I'm fuck stylist and shit like that, nah, let that nigga be. He'll find his way. But nah, I mostly like get my shit from stylists, different stylists of that nature.
You say you get it from different
Like I get
stylists.
like how I get plugged in. Like if you go to my like prolific page,
Mm.
like certain plugins with Kirko or like the magazine shoots and stuff of that nature be pretty much from stylists.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so that's pretty much. Was that the question? I can't remember.
I said, how are you getting your clothing line
Yeah,
out
getting it
there?
out.
Yeah.
Okay, stylists. Yeah, for sure. They're a big part of fashion brands of that nature. Like for sure. I think streetwear is more people based, but like there's certain shit when it come to like I don't know, cause I don't want to sound like I'm, you know what I'm saying. But it's different tiers of fashion. If you know what I'm saying, like you understand what I'm saying. But on the tier, what I'm doing as far as like the elegant shit, yeah, stylish
So, do you have to? Are you like looking up, like studying different materials and stuff like that?
for sure. Or if not study, like I go through a lot of materials
Mm.
for sure.
So, do you just design and just get somebody else to just?
Just so I have a
Just
seamstress. I have a team of seamstress.
that's good.
I appreciate it.
That sounds fun. So, how are you doing your? How do like Okay, this jacket look like it take a long time to make.
It does 12 hours.
That's not that long. I mean, like it looked like it take days to make.
12 hours for
Yeah.
one jacket?
I mean, okay, 12 hours is a long time,
That's
but
a
it
very
looked like
long
it take
time.
days. That's a compliment, though.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, no, okay, yeah, but that's still a long time because certain pieces may take, like pants, probably 2-3 hours.
So do you?
But like this to actually put each one of these all over 12 hours, like that's a lot of time on one product.
That's a lot of time, and it sound like a lot of money.
Not too much, 350. But we
Okay,
only dropped 10. We have like 5 more left if
that was about to
whenever
be
when
my
she dropped
question.
this, huh?
That was about to be my next question.
Yeah,
Cause I saw that you. I think I looked on your website or something.
correct.
So I was wondering if it take 12 hours to make.
No,
How are
yeah,
you?
we got a few. We got a few. Like I specialize in custom, but this year I start. This is my first like mass produced because I still want to give. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I still want to give people like a great product to where like that's somewhat affordable, if that makes sense. Like, cause custom gonna be one of one. Like, it's gonna be rare. The product gonna cost like, and we doing it in house. We gonna do it in this. We gonna do it in Houston. So it's gonna cost a little more. So it made like a whole, or let's say a jacket. A jacket may be like 650 type shit. But this like here, it's still 1-on-1. It's still crazy. Like you ain't gonna see nobody else wearing it. Probably like some, you know what I'm saying, some real fashion heads, and it's only 10 of them. So just trying to meet that middle, that median. You know,
Hmm.
good, better, best, as some marketing people would say.
Good, better, best.
Yes. Not
Okay.
even marketing people. My sister Chastity, and she real life my sister. But just in business, like when you having like certain tiers and when, what you selling, you definitely want to have a good. So in the in my sense, it'll be the t-shirts. That's like my low item or the cheapest item. My what I say, good, better. The better would be stuff like this. You know, that's in that median. It's still crazy, but it's not. You know, it's 350, 300. You could, you know what I'm saying? If you scaling this shit, what Rude costs, what Off White costs, it's around there. And then the custom would be like the best. You know what I'm saying? It'll be your prom suits. It'll be I want some shit. I'm going to either BET Awards, something nobody got. You know what I'm saying? But the price wise, it may be 700, 1,000, 1,500, depending on what material and how big you are, type deal.
Yeah,
The
it sound
sizing.
like you most definitely gotta do some research, some studying type of stuff. Like you can't just say I'ma just design and just that's it.
You can. You got to be passionate. I feel like trial and error is pretty much your goal and your tool.
But even when it comes to price range and like materials and stuff like that, it sound like it's definitely more work than just saying I'm a designer.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I pretty much like I don't know like I went full throttle. Just like with anything else, like I blow my last on it to like really progress or really learn or really like put forth an effort.
Hmm.
So I don't know. To me, it was fun. But now we're more on the this year. I would guess we'll be going into year 3. For me, if I was to like to name this year in clothing, um, it'll be like more strategic. Definitely, definitely more strategic.
Hmm. Okay, so I be seeing your pictures of you be dressing up and stuff. I
Hmm.
know that's like a way to get your stuff out there, even though you enjoy wearing it anyway.
For sure.
Where are places that you go to like be like, okay, I'm gonna put myself out there? Cause I would think that the some normal people in Houston, like, wouldn't be some of the main people that'll buy stuff for you. Like you said, Omarion, somebody hit you up for Omarion. Like, I feel like it's a certain people that you're trying to reach. So,
For sure.
where do you go to, like, say, I'm gonna put this out there?
Um, I kind of had a battle with that And that's what I was trying to do. But I think that right now, for sure, just like not even being funny because we always talk about God, but definitely like just leaning on God and more so like treating it like art pieces.
Mhm.
You know, like art, like certain artists, they not pressing for it to sell by a certain time and stuff
Mhm.
like that and stuff of that nature. So like really just getting those people that really get it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, when they come across it, like, nah, I really fuck with this, like,
Yeah.
niggas that'll be Balenciaga down type of deal, like Charlo, Mel Charlo, the one that fight Canelo, he's one of my detailing clients, and like I showed him clothes before, and like he'll give me his honest opinion, he's like, oh, that's cool, you know what I'm saying, so I had the sample on me, because I had just did the photo shoot and everything, so I just wanted his opinion. This one, like, he automatically had to grab. And mind you, he's like a Balenciaga athlete, like damn near sponsored by him. So, and like I said, he a real one. Like, he won't tell you, like, if he don't want it, he don't want it. Like, he bought it right there on the spot.
Mhm.
So, I think it's just really one of those art things because it's already in a different caliber, and it's not in that fast fashion type of realm.
Yeah.
So I would like me trying to rush it and shit like that. It's just like it's only a few that's gonna get it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying like, it may not be nobody taste and shit like that, but I just feel like with anything that I believe in, like it's definitely like with detailing, like it was probably only a few niggas detailing in 10 years ago. How many detailing people or dudes you probably know? Just probably as many as barbers damn near. Like it's a popular thing, so I just feel like a lot of times in business on our spiritual journey in general, like a lot of people won't get it as far as
Yeah.
like being proud of you or just why they not supporting fast enough or this, that, and the third. Like, especially when you're doing the groundwork, you already have the clarity, like what you're doing is right. I don't know. It just takes time for sure.
Yeah. I like that you said that though because I feel like when you enjoy what you're doing, I mean, it's not always easy
Right,
to just wait,
right,
but when you enjoy what you're doing and you have a reason for why you do you have a reason for why you do what you do,
right,
like it's easier to say, okay, I'm gonna just wait for the right people instead of
right,
just, oh, I need to make this money right now.
right. Correct,
Yeah.
correct, correct.
Yeah, so I
Like, no
understand.
disrespect, but I don't want Lil Pookie and them wearing my shit on the block. Like, nah, I want this shit to be in Paris and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I do have, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those. It just takes time for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, that's what it gives. It don't give
Right.
Pookie in them. So you're doing a good job.
Nah,
You're
facts.
doing a good
Appreciate
job.
it.
Okay, do okay, I know you post on both of your pages. You have content on both of your pages. Are you the one doing the content or
hmm
you have somebody else doing it? You doing it?
Nah, but like, who takes it? My brother takes my picture.
Are you the one posting it, captions,
Yeah,
keeping up with comments, all that stuff?
yeah.
You do all of that by yourself.
Yeah, because it hasn't got to that magnitude to where I can't cover it or I can't do it.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
understand.
overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, it's orders out the.
Yeah.
Like, I do have plans, and me and my other little brother talked about it. Like, do want to like start insinuating them, like when it does get busy, or if we, do see growth, within this year. Definitely within in the first next 2 years, I see that for sure. But yeah, helping out with orders and stuff like that. But right now, like, it's no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
when we get booming, for sure. But right now, no, it's just all me.
No, I get you. Okay, so this, like I said, this podcast is for entrepreneurs that's trying to figure it out.
Right.
And one of the things that I have been trying to figure out, I think I'm kind of understanding a little bit now,
Mm-hmm.
but is rest. Like because I work for myself and I work on
Right.
my phone, I got my phones in my hand all day.
Right.
Like even when I'm supposed to be resting, I'm still trying to edit something. I
Right.
don't have an intentional time where I just rest. And I feel
Right.
like God is dealing with me with that
Right.
to where it's like I can feel it in my body. Like I can't get out the bed.
Right.
So that's what I've been trying to figure out. What have you been trying to figure out as an entrepreneur? It can be anything like with business or just personal life.
You said what am I trying to figure out was the question?
Yes. What are you trying to figure out right now?
That's a hard answer because I don't feel like I'm trying to figure out anything.
I'm scared of you.
No, I'm dead ass. Outside, like, I'm about to be a father in June, so outside of that, like, But I feel like anything that I do or like that I like go through, like I've definitely always overcome. I'm gonna definitely seek knowledge beforehand, and do it to my my best ability. So I don't feel like it's gonna be a challenge, if that makes sense. It is, but it's not.
Hmm.
Like it's kind of like, what I'm saying, like I got God on my side. I know, like what I'm saying, the mother, what I'm saying, like she knows like what she's doing, and she's knowledgeable and a great person. So like I don't feel like it's gonna be hard. But like, yeah, I don't have nothing like I need to get more rest.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I can ask you a question where you can answer this
Well,
question.
okay, I'm dead. I'll be dead ass though. I don't be one of them people like I don't know if it get hard. I just pray, but I don't know.
If it
But
get
at the
hard,
same
I just
time,
pray.
God be good though. It's like bills be paid. We could do what we want, go where we want. But you asking something that could be worked on, or I'm thinking of. But yeah, fatherhood. I did answer that.
Okay, okay. Okay,
Fatherhood
thank
for
you
sure,
for answering the question.
for sure.
Okay. I think it's definitely like you said earlier, because I've been saying it to myself this week. Is definitely one of them things where it's just like you won't really understand until you
Right, right.
there,
No facts,
for sure.
big facts.
Yeah, but that's good. I'm
I agree.
glad you. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank
I'm
you.
glad you said your child's mother is knowledgeable. What else you said? You gave her flowers.
Knowledgeable, a great person. I
She ain't
forgot.
gonna give
But
you a hard
if we
time.
run this tape, yeah. You said, do she give me a hard time?
I said she ain't gonna give you a hard time.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That's good. Okay, this is my last question.
Okay.
If you could give one piece of advice to,
Be passionate.
dang, why you ain't let me finish the question?
Cause we know what they say is
If you could give one piece of advice to any entrepreneur that's trying to figure it out, what would you tell them? Be passionate.
they not gonna want to hear this. Niggas want to be like, hey, do this, and every week free bands. Like the
No.
YN say, you finna, hey, we gonna hit you on the play. This is what I say to any entrepreneur. Do you have Chase, Bank of America, or Wells
No, see,
Fargo?
no, see, no. You acting like you from Houston right now.
No, your crowd not on that. We probably talking to the pastors, the deacons,
Exactly. You're
the
acting like you.
ministers.
No, we not
No,
talking
but
to.
I like, yeah, yeah. My granddad and evangelist, my granny evangelist, and my granddad used to be Pastor Willie Lee. No, you look him up. I got history. And my granny used to be on the gospel CD. I gotta look up that CD, and we can add it on here
We
in that church house.
your granny, your daddy, your mama, but what
No, no, no,
about
not my
you?
dad. Yeah, I used to be in there for sure. That's why I like. It's like because it was part of
Why
me.
you talking about what you used to do? Let's talk about what you do right now.
No, I pray for sure, and my spirit is in the Lord for sure.
Hmm.
We like the song say, "Spirit of the Lord is here." So yeah, if I tell any entrepreneur on a very very serious note, it'll just be like, just know, stuff take time. You probably don't want to hear that, but just put your all into it as much as you can. I know sometimes you do have to have another job as well. But you just pretty much got to fight. I don't know. I treat everything like sports, so it's just like if it's with anything. If you're trying to make a team, if you're going from being a ninth grade to a 12th grade, and you just not the code, it's like you could definitely strive up to be one of those starters on varsity. But like with anything, it just take time and just consistency. But a lot of people don't want to hear that though. It sounds so cliche, but outside of that, like. Or if anything, make sure your credit is right, so that way you can go into the bank and do what you got to do and utilize the money correctly, and that way it's just it's a different type of balance.
Yeah.
But it's no guarantee. But that could be more of an easier like, damn, let me get my credit right, get A1, and I ain't gotta buy such and such with my own cash, or like feel pressed they got to do some shit right now.
Yeah.
Credit. Get your credit right. That'll probably be my first right. Get your credit right. This is real shit. And also, this on a side note, make sure you get life insurance. This is a life insurance commercial provided to you by CEO.woods, Jared Woods. As a black community, I understand, and I'm dead serious too. Though I understand hospital stuff goes on where people like are injured and stuff like that, and it's 70,000, or it's hospitals. Do you know life insurance is like 120? Probably less than that. Some people's policies is less than that. So that way, if something happens to you, you damn near straight. You ain't gotta pay for shit. So I damn near say life insurance over auto insurance. So ditch your auto insurance and get you some life insurance.
So was that your
Cause
one
it's
piece of
no,
advice?
that's yeah, no, that too. That's to part two. That's part two. The vessel and God is using me right now to any black man watching this that don't have life insurance. Because if something happened to you, instead of you having to do a GoFundMe, because I tell my people this too. Like we somewhat joke about it because we know I got life insurance, but like I don't know, I don't pop it on Instagram, but like you'll be like, this nigga got all his shit together. So in the case that it seemed like I don't have my shit together, and under my demise, we ain't doing no GoFundMe. I'd rather them cremate me. But in this case, that ain't gonna be the case because I got insurance and we taken care of, and my mama ain't gotta and brother ain't gotta scratch up shit.
How did we get here?
I'm giving advice. I'm giving you you know what I'm saying, $1 billion worth of game. But yeah, man, get you some life insurance.
So the one piece of advice was
Nah, I gave a
the one piece of advice was be passionate.
be passionate. Bank of America. Nah, that was bullshit. But get your credit right and life insurance. Patience.
But I only
Get
said
your credit right.
okay, never mind. You hard
Life insurance.
because I definitely said one, and you just gave me three.
I gotta give it to him. I can't. My God ain't tell me just to come here and be silent.
Well, I will say that your story is a little different than stories that I've heard, which I know stories are not supposed to be the same because we all
sure.
different people.
I guess I have a witness in here, so if he could say like, or you can ask him a question like, oh, in any of this interview, you think he like lying or he didn't
No,
answer
I don't.
something?
I don't think
Cause
you
I don't want people to
lying.
be like, oh, this nigga just floating like he perfect. I say like, nigga, when times get hard, I go to God. I said, nigga, I ain't say shit be sweet. Shit get a little hard when you gotta turn on that Yolanda Adams. You know, who your battle with? Yeah, sometimes you get in there. Them overcoming tears be a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Do you pray every day or just when times get
Every
hard?
day. But I'm just saying, like, if people was to act, you asking like turn have you like through the interview you asked like turning point questions type shit, like, so it wasn't like, I know for some people it was like, whoo, it was, I was never like underwater, if that makes sense, in any situation. I feel like like I said from the beginning, life was always like pretty stable, like, so it was never like a trauma excuse me, allergies, a traumatizing situation in my life, like outside of like probably like deaths in the family and stuff like that. But for me, like, one of those people like just like to work to like keep my mind off things. But like, yeah, like life shit happen, like, for sure. But I just handle shit like totally different. Cause I feel like I can just, you can never, I don't know, I don't want to just say I feel like most people in general, like, we just can't never get out of whack from stuff that like everything like is like a revolving door.
You say can't get out of whack. What you mean?
Mentally, when certain trauma shit happen, like,
Hmm.
I feel like certain shit I probably get, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know. Like, unless you're a loner, most people have like kids, or you have like brothers, sisters that look up to you, a mother, and you just fuck it or mentally, like, cause some shit happened, like, and now I gotta get real back and like, fuck all that. Like, we finna go to God about this issue. We still gonna hurt about it, but like, we still gonna prevail, and you know what I'm saying, like. I always said, I had a slogan on one shirt. I said, worrying is too close to praying to the devil.
Yeah.
So I feel like if, you know, your faith is in the Lord, and you're a believer and stuff of that nature, like, I mean, he brought us here this far. I mean, like, nah, lights off tomorrow. It's totally shut down, especially if you doing your work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just how I look at it. But I ain't want this interview to come off like, oh yeah,
Just
this nigga ain't got no
nothing.
flaws or this,
Yeah,
this, that, and the third. But like, yeah,
yeah. I mean, I feel that though. I think that I definitely went through a period of my life where, see, I always kept going. Like when I said with the heartbreak,
right,
I kept going,
right,
but mentally,
for sure.
I was stuck.
Okay,
Like that was the first time in my life I experienced depression. I was like, I'm depressed.
right, right,
Like
right,
the world kept going, but I did not.
right.
So I feel
But
what
were
you're
you still
saying about.
performing in your workload?
I was still working,
Okay, got you,
but
got you.
I was crying every day. Like
Okay,
it was
and
like
that's okay.
life
That's
just
okay.
didn't stop for me.
I think it was and I was watching the podcast. You probably seen it. I forgot it was two females. Oh, I'm tripping. It was on your shit. Nah, I'm not bullshit because I was just trying to think. But old girl, when she was like, she couldn't focus because she was going through that breakup and she was a backup singer.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, like I know sometimes that was probably a very very hard emotional thing, but yeah, she lost her job because, like she said, the energy and stuff like that. Like,
Okay, you be listening.
yeah, no facts. I watch a lot of podcasts in general, but yeah, before coming here, I did like scroll through, but like that was something that just kind of clicked in my head. Like I just seen something that, but yeah, not letting that determine the fact. Like
Yeah.
hell no, like shit gotta go on. Like if you go through that, like it's hard, but like to be like I ain't washing on Saturdays because my chick caught me or like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just depressed. Fuck that.
Okay, tell the people how to find you. How can they find your clothing line, your businesses, your personal page? Tell us how to find you.
So yeah, they could find me on pretty much the detailing businesses Instagram at ALLPROHTX. The clothing businesses at Instagram at sign all ALL.prolific. And then yeah, those are the two pages, that we have that we run our business off of.
Gotcha. All right. I think you did all right.
A
Like
little bit.
you was
Piquito.
you answered some of the questions, but
I
you
answered
did
all
try
of
to give
them.
me a hard
I
time.
answered all of them.
You tried to give me a hard time.
I was faithful in the Lord with all my answers.
Okay, I just want to thank you for coming.
All
I
right.
think that everybody has their own walk, their own relationship with God, and everybody walk with God look different. So, thank you. And I'm proud of you. And congratulations on your businesses and your baby.
No, I appreciate it. And I'm proud of you as well for everything you're doing. I see this going very big. The passion
Thank you.
and consistent. Like other entrepreneurs or other hustlers know other hustlers and potentials and stuff like that. So people that take it serious, people that's really on their shit. So I definitely see that. So salute to everything that you have coming.
Thank you.